Energy EFT. What's the difference between classic EFT and energy EFT? The most important difference is that in energy EFT, we come out of the closet, like this, and we say, I do EFT, and therefore, I am an energist. I work with energy, not with a cognitive behavioral pattern interrupt, not with hypnosis, not with stage magic, not with psycho-kinesiologically derailed madness, but with energy. We are tapping on the energy body with our healing hands of energy. We are trying to create changes in the energy body. But why, I hear the cries, why would we want to do that? Why would we want to create changes in the energy body? I was told there could be people listening into this on the webinar who, I don't know, can't read and write. So I'm, covering the bases here. Why would we want to change the energy body? Because the energy body transmits the way it feels by the method of giving us emotions. When we have sad emotions, that means that our energy body is in a state that isn't very good, and it is trying to tell us this by sending us these physical feelings that have no physical origin. Right? Now, as emotions are the root of all joy in people's lives, as well as all misery, and I mean that, absolutely across the board, I reckon it's pretty important to work with emotions, to understand human emotions better, and to have a way of dealing with them. And EFT is an extraordinarily good way of dealing with human emotions. In fact, before EFT came along, there was nothing like it. Nothing like it. And I find this extraordinary. I was watching a movie the other day about a Chinese martial arts master who'd done 40 years of one more? Okay, done 40 years of that, and born in a culture where you have to control your emotions, really learn to control your emotions. And he was always talking about energy, about ki and chi and flowing and centers. And in this movie, this guy goes out once a year and beats the crap out of a car because his son and wife got killed in a car accident. And this is being transmitted in Hong Kong and Taiwan and China. And I'm like, what are you saying here? That after 40 years of this, the guy still can't control his emotions, he can't understand, and he can't move on, because he's been doing this for the last 20 years. Wow, the Chinese guys missed a trick, right? And they really did. Until this guy came along called Roger Callahan, who created the precursor of EFT, which was called TFT. And he said, tap on these points and your emotions change. Before that, there was really nothing to change a person's emotions like this. Just like this. From crying misery to, wow! Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah, your problems just zoom away, just like that. Amazing. And so then Gary Craig came along and did that thing with a total redundancy. So instead of complicated tapping point sequences that take many years to learn, you'll just tap them all for every problem, and you always hit the right one. Brilliant. You know, way to Gary Craig, way. Absolutely brilliant. And I loved it. And when I came across it in 1998, I thought it was brilliant. And interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I was doing my own thing with energy before, as many of us were. And I'm still doing my own thing with energy. Okay, so the reason that I say it is important that we come out of the closet and do energy EFT and call it energy EFT and call ourselves energists and stop trying to hide behind it being something else is that in energy work, attention is so important. Intention is so important. How are you ever going to do energy work right if you're lying about what it is, or if you were taught by somebody who said that it wasn't what it was? Do you know what I mean? It's just insanity. I mean, if you have a surgeon, some brain surgeon doing brain surgery, you know, he can have a conversation about his holiday in Marbella and the state of the economy, and there's the radio playing in the background, you know, he's doing his thing. That's fine. But if you're actually doing energy healing on a person's head, you can't have a conversation in your head about Marbella. You need to focus on what you're doing, right? Because that is the only way we have to actually impact energetic realities. It's with our intention. And I absolutely believe, and I stand here today and say this proudly and happily and out loud, is that if ever it came to pass that EFT was taught as a non-energetic pattern interrupt, to try and slide it into the existing psychological associations, we would lose it completely. Give it 5 years, it would cease to work. 10 years, 15 years, 25 years, nobody's ever heard of it again. In my opinion, EFT is much, much too important for humanity to allow this to happen. So I really think it's really important in the teaching, learning of energy, of EFT, to actually acknowledge that it is energy-based. Yeah? Does that make sense to you guys? I know a lot of people will say, oh, but I can't slide it into the prison where I'm working, or I can't slide it through the door, back door into the... Like, yeah, perhaps you shouldn't. Perhaps you should tap on it. Perhaps you should actually try and get through that block of they'll never listen to me, or they will never accept this. A lot of places, including prisons and hospitals and schools, are so desperate to get some help with stress. No, and if you just walk in there and say, good morning, my name is Silvia, I'm an energist, and I've been sent by the heavens to be your answer to those terrible stress problems that you have, that are costing you money, that are making your lives a misery, that are ruining your business, your economy, the things that you're trying to do. And it's really easy. Let me show you what to do. In fact, just have to have a go. Put your hand in heart, and press a deep breath in and out. Now, do you feel less stressed? Yeah. You know, would you like your people to learn this so they can do this too? There's no need for sliding. And if somebody, really, if the institution is such that such sliding would be required, such lying and weaseling and creeping and crawling, then just fuck it. Really. Go somewhere where you're wanted, where people are enthusiastic about what you have to offer, and then later on the other guys, all the skeptics, they'll eventually start looking around and seeing all the good things that are going on over the garden fence. Right? Sooner or later they will invite an energist to come.